what I think. But that's just an
Yeah,
assumption.
we can't. Well, we can't. Yeah, we can't do anything now. Struken anyway, so we got to run back to Kirschwig. So is a Mauser? Is that a carabiner? Is that the same type of weapon, or is a Mauser different?
It's close to the same.
Okay. I'm like, you're my go-to guy when it comes to freaking
Well, it's
this
been a while since I.
era. So.
It's been a while since I went over the Mauser, so I'd have to double check on them. I'm pretty sure it's not
I
exactly
just
the
remember
same,
hearing something
but there's
about
just
like
some
in high school
similarities.
about Mauser weapons or something, or ROTC or something like that.
The Mauser is different, but it's close to the same. They're both bolt actions. Carabiner is obviously going to be better, but still.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember if the Mauser is
They got a garage
magazine.
north of the Stuck Chen Farm.
These guys are really using a lot of smoke to exputiate themselves.
The half track's getting fucked.
I haven't had a single crash on low.
It's done.
It's done.
What did you think of the squad game?
Dead, gone.
What I think of the squad? Love me.
Yeah. There's another one called Insurgency Sandstorm too that you might like.
What kind of gameplay is he looking for? Does he want
like,
mindless Call of Duty gameplay and then bots that'll snipe you across the map without any sniper rifles?
No.
Then he's not going to like it.
Okay.
Insurgency is kind of neat on paper, but whenever you play it, if you play co-op, the AI is so powerful. Some people say that's not true, but when I played Insurgency on co-op,
no Vietnam.
I was a sniper, and across the map there was an AI with an AK-47. I looked through my scope, and he aimed at me, just one-shot me into headshot with the fucking AK-47.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude.
He didn't even have a scope.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, I was crawling too.
Kirschwig got retaken.
Rising Storm 2 is alright.
I think
we finally have
Red Orchestra 2 is the superior game out of all of them.
Oh, I know. You're
But
big into that.
if he wants to be a stickler about the World War II over the gameplay, then I guess Rising Storm 2 would be a compromise. Like, I mean, if he wants to have that one particular trait to affect his decisions.
Enemy tank on my ping.
You know what I mean?
Like, if you have to refund something, they won't honor their sale price, will they? You gotta wait for the next one, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Well, it's already over, so. I mean, you can ask them before you try to refund it. But I highly doubt it.
What's that, buddy?
You can ask them before you try to refund it. I doubt you'll have a good answer.
Yeah, I'll bet not.
Besides, this is one of the. Next to Red Orchestra 2, this is one of the best games out there for what it does. And post-scripting.
Well, yeah, I know.
Waste
The
of time.
tank action, I think he'll really fall in love with that once. But the thing is, I don't know. We got to have 3 of us to run one.
No, you don't. You can solo tank.
Well, you can solo. I know you can, but I'm just saying that it's a lot more fun with 3. And he doesn't much care for that genre, so I don't know.
Well,
so what didn't
World
you
War
like
II
about
is
the
more
vehicle
of a
control?
setting than anything.
A control on.
If you're
What
talking
did you
if you're
like
talking
about
about
the
the world if you're talking about World War II, that's just more of a setting, not a genre.
Okay, yeah, well, setting. No, what did you say as far as the
What's that?
not liking about
Sorry.
the squad vehicles?
I love
The vehicle control?
I thought I heard gunshots from over here.
What did you like about that?
Oh yeah, that was me. I was shooting some guys. They're going to the house behind. To the house left of you.
Talking to me?
My teammate.
Right around the corner from that house on the left.
I got him.
Okay, good job.
Carry on the good fight, sir.
You liking this?
What's that? Sorry, say that again?
He's playing Enlisted right now. Is what he's playing. He's never played that. He just started it tonight.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I recommended it to him.
Good.
Oh, I know.
It's
We
very
played that
well
one,
optimized. That game's still like a beta alpha kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's very well optimized.
It's made by the same people that
you
make,
get tanks and you get modeling with vehicles like a War Thunder where you can like hit individual parts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could do the co-op stuff if you wanted.
It's squad lead.
We got an enemy near there. I'm hoping we can get in there.
Yeah, I got you.
Conquer Struck and Farm. You know.
Got 50 supplies.
We're so close to winning
help
this.
you out with the Gary.
I just no-scoped that guy using a K98.
Nice.
Hip fired.
That's if they
Okay.
don't take.
That's what I meant.
Kirkweg.
They have an airhead now at Kirkweg, or we do, I think.
Probably. No.
I stopped to scratch my neck for 1 second and someone came up the stairs. Sorry, I stopped to scratch my head for a second. Someone came out in the corner.
I hope he just got dropped.
Yeah, let's just hold here.
I think we're gonna need more garrisons. We've only got like what, one?
I got shot again.
Yeah.
Are you infantry or are you in a tank?
I'm anti-tank.
Yeah.
If you run supply and we meet up, you could drop supplies for me. I could build a pack cannon. I got like 4 or 5 dudes so far.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure there's a tank up ahead, so I'm gonna just pull out the Panzerschreck.
Yeah, there's one coming in. There's one right up by the last spawn point. I'm asking him if he wants to do a
Holy shit, I got him. There's a guy over here, but I just shot randomly and I think I killed him.
It only takes one good hit.
Or lots of shit.
I got him. Where that tank at? I got a bazooka with his name on it.
I don't know. They don't know what they're doing, dude. They're not going the right way. Well, how's that for a test? No crashes on low, crashes on ultra.
What's that ping?
They're coming from the north, from where I'm at. On my ping, they're coming towards that way.
Here's the thing,
Like
I don't want to get
southeast.
something where we can just log on and play it, kind of let it go, and be done with it. Hell, at least it's kind of that way.
What are you saying?
I'll hold my position here if.
What? How long are the matches in squad? Are
You guys
they
wanna put a
shorter
Gary over
or
here?
longer than Hell Let Loose?
It depends. They could take just as long or longer than Hell Let Loose. It depends on what's going on and if there's any glitches or if the team's got their stuff
in the
together.
buildings right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
usually
where,
Hell Let Looses are wrapped
I
up
was,
fairly quick.
where I sighted them.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Hell Let Loose is pretty interesting like that. Not a lot of games does what it does
I
very
think
well.
they got a garrison over there.
It tries to. It comes close to. These games are, you know, Squad, Postscriptum, Hell Let Loose. It's trying to be Red Orchestra 2.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
But it's nowhere near polished or developed. None of these games are polished or developed enough to match its quality.
Right. Are we still down Kirschwick Farm? Yep. Still down.
They wouldn't let me
They might
shoot
win.
for some reason. Why would they win? We're winning.
Well, because if they hold us for the whole period, the whole period of time, they win.
No, they don't. This is warfare.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be able to retake points if this was the. If they were defending.
Defend and hold or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you know so much about this. I couldn't even.
Well,
figure
it also
out what
uses the same rules of Red Orchestra 2, so that's the thing. Red Orchestra 2 has the same modes in it, as far as these two go.
On that note, I just crashed. I think. Maybe not.
Yeah, they're overwhelming that area.
I'm waiting for the Unreal Engine to pop up. The I was gonna say something about that too. Yeah, it's all part of that those people. Yep. Win 64 shipping. Direct 3D device being lost.
Okay, go to the NVIDIA control panel.
NVIDIA control panel? Where's
Yeah. It sounds like it could be a driver issue. Go to the NVIDIA control panel. You know, whenever you click the GeForce on the bottom right in their taskbar, right-click that and click Control Panel.
There has to be a garrison in between.
I don't know. He might have AMD. Do you have AMD or do you have NVIDIA? Okay.
If he's using AMD, then that would explain a lot of reasons, because AMD has a lot of problems running. Because things have to be literally programmed to use it like back in the old days.
I can't see the NVIDIA. I gotta find it.
Go to the taskbar.
Win64 shipping error. Kernel 32.
Go to the taskbar at the bottom right of the desktop.
Okay.
And
okay.
Right click the GeForce thing and it'll say Control Panel.
Yep. He's got it open. Now what?
Now you'll see like a default setting thing.
Default setting. Okay.
Like it'll say graphics processor preferred or whatever. The global.
No, not really.
Let me bring it up.
Physics. Okay.
Just ignore
Change
that.
resolution. Manage 3D settings.
Manage 3D settings, I think, is it.
Okay. 3D settings.
It'll say preferred graphics processor on global settings at the top.
Yeah, global settings.
Dang.
High performance NVIDIA processor.
Yeah. Click that and then click apply.
High performance. I think it's already on there. It's already applied.
Is it applied or is it on default?
I don't. It says Windows graphics set open. Okay.
Just select the NVIDIA.
High performance. Yeah.
Yeah, the high performance and then apply.
Okay.
And then try restarting it. I've had this problem with some other games.
There's a guy just
on the Windows 64 shipping error.
Camping it for
Hell out this Win 64 shipping.
It threw a direct 3D issue.
He doesn't know he's too close to let us spawn.
Right?
Direct 3D device being lost.
From the
yeah.
It's low level fatal error.
It sounds like a driver disconnect or it's not using the appropriate
there is a tank heading your guys'
hardware. So I was thinking that trying that might help us see at least narrow it down.
Mm-hmm. Let me search for that error possibly on.
That's helped me with issues with other games before.
Damn it, I was hoping I'd get credit for that game, but I guess not.
What are you getting upset about? Okay.
I got a enemy garrison.
Hammer, what are you talking about?
Updated graphics driver, and that solves the problem, it says.
Yeah, I did mention that it can also be related to driver issues. Because driver issues are also related to hardware being used and contacted properly. I keep hearing myself, it's throwing me off.
Okay.
Anyways, drivers also affect how software communicates and the computer communicates with the hardware as well.
Are you still getting this error after files integrity check? What's that files integrity check?
It's whenever
Okay.
you scan the files to make sure there's no missing files.
Okay. Okay, this person solved it by going to the Hell Let Loose folders into binaries, Windows 64, then edit the properties of Hell Let Loose Win64 shipping to security tab and pressing edit, and have all of them able to modify. Doing that fixed it. Do you have any idea what that means?
It means go into the
I
folders
like
of
it
the
to
game,
come in
like
you
he said.
guys' way as well.
Like the post says. I know
Okay.
exactly what he's saying.
From my ping.
Windows 64 shipping to security tab.
No, just go to properties, and then at the bottom it'll have read, write, permissions, and just checkbox them.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
Gmaps,
graphics
right?
driver updated too?
I don't. We're gonna see if the graphics driver is updated. I don't know when was the last time you updated that.
Okay, follow the folder path until you find that binary file. There's gonna be a
Should be
file with that
CMAX,
name.
right?
Yeah, just right click on it in Steam, go to properties, click local files. No wait, just right click it, go to manage, and then click browse local files. It'll just make it pop up. Okay,
How did you say to do that now?
right click in Steam,
Right click on Steam.
manage.
Okay.
No, not Steam, the
Manage?
game in Steam. Manage, browse local files.
Oh, the game in Steam and libraries or something?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go to your library in Steam. Okay, here, hold on. Mm-hmm. No, he's saying how to get to that file to Windows 64 shipping.
Go to the folders.
Okay. So we can get that by doing okay. So apparently if you change this security settings, I guess, to that Windows Shipping 64 file.
Sometimes when
will-
sometimes when Windows imports files, it switches it to read only. Where the game nothing
okay.
can modify it, and you got a checkbox read and write.
Oh, okay, read and write. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I've had that happen with other games before.
Okay.
That actually happened to anyways.
Would you like a piece of string cheese? Faction one right
Hey,
over.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Enlisted also simulates that if there's like a bomb or an explosion or something, if you hit the ground, you won't be as adversely affected.
Okay.
It simulates that too. Like you'll be mostly out of fragmentation range unless it hits you directly.
Yeah, he's
You
really
guys
liking the
almost
enlisted
got
game.
that
He
shit.
really is. That's why we're trying to get this hashed out
Bushwig is almost there, dude.
before we decide to run it out of past 2 hours and all that kind of stuff. Okay, we found that Windows shipping file. Now, what do we do? Properties?
Yeah.
Properties, okay. And then security settings?
No, just look at the bottom. If it say like read only, read write.
Read only, read write?
Yeah, enable the read and write checkbox.
Enable the read and write? Okay.
And you should be able to hit apply after that.
I'm not sure if it did anything.
Did you check the boxes?
I think so. It was on the web browser. Right here.
What are you doing with a web browser?
Oh, because I was looking up the error.
Oh. I thought you tried to click on it or something. I was like, oh.
No. Here you go.
Well, that's close. I must have went into somebody's mind.
Yeah, that's. He's like looking at it. He's studying the forum, trying to figure it out, how to cause it or how to possibly fix it. I just did it in Google or whatever, you know, just did a search in Bing
Mm-hmm.
on that error, Windows 64 shipping error.
Did you activate the read and write permissions?
I think they're all reading right. I think it's on both, yeah.
Yeah, that should be good enough, I'm pretty sure. Usually works for
Read
me.
and execute, right?
Yeah, you just gotta check the box in there where it says it's able to be written to.
It's not letting us do it on write. It's only doing right. Read and execute.
Then you're gonna have to
Read
go to
check.
then you're gonna have to try to modify the permissions in the security tab then.
In security, okay. So, being able to write.
Hi.
I love you.
Oh. Yum yum. And then just click apply, you say? Okay.
What's that, Hammer?
Mm-hmm. I think we're still trying to. We're gonna update the graphics card next, I think. I thought it would stay updated all the time, though.
Losing Southern.
What stays updated?
Oh, I was asking Dennis. I thought your graphics card stayed up, but updated.
No, not usually. I mean, if you have it set up that way, fine.
Yeah,
If not, you gotta manually set it up. No, so not
Well,
always.
If it's crashing on low, it's obviously something. I mean, there's no excuse why that should be crashing on low.
I'm here at the front.
What do you
This
mean no
computer is a
excuse?
I took out a couple of garrisons.
It's their
already.
programming. It's not their. Yeah, other people are having issues with this.
Well, like I told you, the computers are having a lot of issues, especially since Windows 10, and a lot of computers have different issues with different games. It's like saying this man has a flu, this man has the sniffles. He's clearly too healthy for this to happen.
Yeah.
It's like everyone has different shit going on. The same thing with computers. And I built 3 computers that were exactly the same. Each one literally had a different problem.
Wow.
I call
Because of Windows 10.
No, just because that's just how technology happens. This phenomenon is what I call it.
Gotcha.
But with Windows 10, a lot of people have issues with Windows 10. My Windows 10, I don't even give me permissions to modify certain. I can't even modify permissions to files like I'm supposed to, and I can't open up certain folders because Windows blocks me.
This is actually Windows 11,
deep squad though.
but
That's even worse. That's definitely part of the problem. Windows 10 is really terrible right now.
I mean 11.
Yeah, because it just came out. It's the worst thing to use. You're better off using Windows 7 in comparison.
Yeah.
Windows 7 is better in my opinion, but it doesn't matter.
We're checking out where the game ready driver. I'm sure it'll solve all this issue.
Anyways, drivers affect how hardware interacts with a computer. Anytime you have any issue with any games, the first thing you should usually check is the drivers, and making sure that the video control panel is one of them. Making sure that it's using the correct processor, and then troubleshooting any system file issues, like.
Well, I'm damn glad that
like having to give. Some games just shut it out. They don't give you an error.
They're on our gears.
This at least gives you an error to figure out what the hell.
I've had several games where I've had to go in and modify the file because for some reason Windows will just start setting stuff to read only. Whenever you download it or import it or whatever.
Yeah.
So you have to manually go in and modify it to where it's writable, so that the game can actually write to the file like it's supposed to. So that would definitely cause some issues.
Sure. Well, hopefully, with him being on low, hopefully that's not gonna cause a.
Like it is true that there is some degree of programming and what's the word?
Okay.
What's the word? Polishing? Not polishing, but it is a little bit of polishing. But what was the term that I used whenever I said enlisted was
Optimized.
Optimized. There is some optimization, but here's the thing. Yeah, it's true that this game is still in early access, but there's hundreds of people playing at any given time. So
and that was part of the problem too. Is he was so low in rank that he hardly had any priority in the servers.
Rank's got nothing to do with priority, Hammer. I don't know where this idea came from.
Because they kept kicking him somehow.
I doubt that. I think.
Well, no, he was kicked. We were in tanks and everything, and he was kicked out of it.
What happened? What did it give him a message?
It says post kicked.
And was there a message for it?
Yeah.
Right on screen.
We had it happen about 5 times or 10 times or something.
And what did it say? I've never been kicked. The only time anyone's ever been kicked is for team killing and things like that.
Room, or what would it say?
No, people. Okay, so whenever it comes to servers and stuff,
host kicked, VIPs in queue.
Yeah, VIPs are people that pay the servers to have slots on it.
Yeah.
So
and apparently they must kick the lower ranking people.
No, the host probably just kicked someone random because their friend wanted to get on or something. I've never had that happen, so.
Yeah, no, it happened. It definitely happened.
Well, I've never had that happen, so.
But
and I've never heard of that happening in the game before either.
So tell me about this squad. Can you fly helicopters in squad or no?
Yeah, but it kind of sucks, and you get shot down because almost everybody starts shooting you. It's not really fun to use vehicles in squad.
It's not fun using vehicles?
Not really. In your mind, you're going to be like, oh boy, I'll play squad, fly, and do all this stuff. No. It's not going to work like that. It's too easy to shoot you down, and almost everyone gets to get a rocket launcher. I mean, there's people that literally set up positions to shoot helicopters down and just camp them. And it sucks really bad for that. I like using vehicles, Hammer. You know that. So you know that's the first thing I want to try out.
Better stop pushing.
Because either you're at the edge of the map trying to shoot at whatever you can, and then dealing with people that get like instant kill devices. Because if you're fighting insurgents, They get a remote detonated bomb that can blow up anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get those long range it's I need to mess with it some more, but it wasn't
I saw
it wasn't very
your
fun.
stream where you were on there and you were talking about, or you were on the stream and you were doing the amphibious assaults, and that looked really cool. Click the power button on that monitor. It might be in some sort of sleep.
Yeah, but you forgot about all the other footage I did, didn't you?
Come on, boys, for the theater.
No, I didn't forget
Let's
about
go.
that. I'm mainly interested in the amphibious stuff.
So you know, in
That
Hell
was
Let
the-
Loose, you could just kind of randomly run into people running around. Imagine that, but you're trying to drive a truck, and they always have a bazooka ready.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of what Squads feels like.
Okay.
The most fun that I had in Squad was that time I think I recorded where that guy. We set up a tow missile on top of a building was shooting helicopters down,
Okay.
which is funny, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny how
Yeah,
this guy was like, I thanked him for bringing something, and he started doing like this dance, playing the Hulk Hogan theme. I don't know who does that song, but you know the one. You know,
I think I vaguely remember that.
fight for
honestly.
the rights of every man. You know that one?
When you guys were shooting stuff with singers, I think I remember that.
That was a tow
that
missile
was
that
on a
they
stream.
built on top of a house, on top of a building. And they glitched sandbags to get up there.
So
Anyways, I just don't think it's any fun because you start trying to drive something, you just get blown up. I don't find it very fun or satisfying because there's people that are constantly hunting for vehicles to shoot. Or do like those few matches I had where we just sat there with tow missiles just waiting for people to come up a road. You know?
right? You said bodies causes errors.
When you update the driver, it's usually a good idea to restart the computer.
Yeah, we did. It just restarted on its own.
Well, no, not necessarily. Not that I know of. I know some people were having some issues with it or causing some frame issues. So I don't really know if it was causing errors, but I know some people had issues with it. But that was like a while back. That was like.
Well, we're gonna run this
months and
bitch on
months.
Ultra.
The game's updated a lot since I got that information.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was thinking John had some issues with this too.
Well,
like,
his
where he was
issues
getting
are
kicked?
because his computer is shit. Like, John struggles just to run anything really. That's why he keeps sticking with strategy games that are really old. He could barely run No Man's Sky. Did you see him crash like 4 or 5 times with us when we were there?
Yeah.
Or was it 2? I don't know.
Downhill from us. Down.
Anyways, he crashed a couple of times just trying to start the game.
Okay, the body delay count is down. Video, we're going to Ultra.
Anyways,
Epic.
I got rocket shots off on the Sherman.
Let me go higher, Epic.
I would start with high and then just work my way down and turn off motion blur.
You don't want motion blur, right?
Motion blur is a crime against gaming
Yeah.
and humanity.
Can we run it on high, Dennis? Is that fine? Ultra. Well, there's no Ultra. It's Epic.
You get the point, Hammer. He's just trying to say put it at max. Right, Dennis?
Yeah.
Don't agree with me, John.
I thought
mean,
for
Hammer.
sure it said something about Ultra, but I guess it didn't. Epic. Resolution scale. All right. That works. Apply settings. All right, come join us, I guess. Are you still battling in there?
And where? I'm
Did you
still
guys
on the
win?
server. No. The enemy team is getting they're being a real pain. Our team
Well,
lost more
do you want to run a tank for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Let me get into Germany, and then I'll let you and him run a tank.
All right. Let me know whenever you join, and I'll switch over. I'm gonna host it. See you, boys.
5 players in queue.
Create a unit. Create locked. Okay.
Bollocks. That's what I gotta say.
Bollocks to that. Anyways, from my experience with computers, you're always gonna have an issue somewhere or another, and sometimes it just fixes itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it'll gunk up, and then it'll just fix itself. Yeah. But whenever it comes to Windows 10, I expect there to always be an issue. Or just computers in general, especially modern ones
Mm-hmm.
with modern hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah. But make sure you keep checking that control panel and making sure your default's set to the high processor, because a lot of issues I've had with other games was fixed just by switching it to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said for some reason those NVIDIA, sometimes when there's a Windows update, sometimes that gets switched off of using the NVIDIA.
That's because of the way
He said
Windows
that
does updates.
fixes a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And plus we updated the graphics or the graphics driver, and we did whatever it said to do with that Windows shipping file. So
Yeah, so tell him every once in a while to make sure that the NVIDIA control panel has it set to his graphics card.
Yeah, I did.
Because some games will just have some issues because it can't, like, it isn't being associated properly. Which Windows 11, it is having a lot of issues, especially with gaming. So I don't know all the issues because I don't want to get depressed, so I just ignore it.
Yeah.
But I know that it's having a lot of issues.
That's looking pretty damn good on the Series X. I'll tell you that.
Oh? So, what did you do?
We're looking at this enlisted game on the Series X. It's pretty